He taught them how to hunt when they were just children. Now he credits them with saving his life. That's after he got lost and hurt.
The 75-year-old hunter was found safe after two family friends found him very deep in the Sequoia National Forest. And now he's thanking God for sending them his blessings when he needed them the most. Fox 26 reporter Sofia Lesios explains this miracle rescue right in our backyard. Sofia, let's hear it.
Yeah, that's right, Liz and Monty. Juan Velasquez tells me that he tells me that the only two people actually in the world that were able to save him were his proteges that he taught how to hunt as children. And it turns out he was right.
Juan!
Racing against time. That's what Ignacio Saldana Jr. says he felt he was doing while he was looking for a lifelong friend and mentor who got lost while hunting in Sequoia National Forest.
I was not losing hope. I was just running out of time. That was my worry.
Juan Velasquez, a 75-year-old hunter from Riverside County, came up to Sequoia to go hunting with his friends. But Velasquez got separated from the group while he killed a bear early Sunday morning.
Fue terrible.
It was terrible. It was terrible. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I thought it was going to be a small hike. When I got in, I didn't take my knife, radio, matches, lamp. I had no phone, no radio, nothing. Just my jacket and what I was wearing.
Saldana Jr. says he received a worried call from his dad a week ago Sunday, saying his best friend disappeared in the forest. Since he has a lot of experience in the outdoors as a nature photographer, he flew back from a trip from Mexico early and headed to the Central Valley to help find him.
But I felt like there was a calling because of that. I felt like Juan was in need of me. You know, it was in like there was like a connection going on.
Velasquez says he didn't realize how far he traveled and slipped a few times, injuring himself while out on his own.
I had to push forward. I'd gotten myself into this problem. I had to keep going.
Saldana Jr. was searching for Velasquez for over 15 hours in parts of the woods rescue teams hadn't checked yet.
There's some very, very dangerous, tough terrain.
I was going into the thick of it. I was stepping on bear droppings. You know, I saw wolf tracks. I was in bear dens. You know, I saw the biggest footprint ever of bears all over the place. I was in bear country.
Wednesday evening, 3 days after Velasquez wandered off, Saldana Jr. says he met up with a childhood friend, Manuel. Both of them learned how to hunt from Velasquez as children and were determined to find him.
I dreamt Ignacio and Manuel were the ones who could get me out. I know them. For years, we've gone hunting together. They're stubborn about hiking.
Then, Manuel says he spotted smoke in the west-northwest area of Sequoia, and they both headed that way Thursday morning.
I yelled out, Juan! And seconds later, he responded with, Aquí estoy!
I couldn't see them, but I answered, I'm over here! I'm over here! And when I saw them walking along the stream, I felt a beautiful relief. Look at what God sent me.
It was the most satisfying feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. Knowing that I thought I lost my friend. You know, I lost this family member of mine. I wasn't losing hope on finding him. I was going to find him, dead or alive, regardless. But hearing his voice, I don't normally cry, but that day I was crying.
Velasquez was praying to God that he would bring him an angel to save him and also bring him food. And he says that the next day, that's when both Ignacio and Manuel came to his rescue. He was found around 1,500 feet above Ruby Creek near California Hot Springs and was flown to Porterville Hospital. Liz and Monty, I do love seeing a happy ending, and that definitely could have been something that could have been way worse.
Well, there's that saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I'm just curious on what he had to say, if anything, because when you see him reunited with the guys, again, he's got the cap on, but he's just covered in maybe what could be ash or dirt or something?
Yeah, he did say that that area where he was laying down was completely covered in ash, and that's because there was fires a couple of years ago, so not only was his clothes covered in ash, but his face and everything else was covered in ash too.
You know, after that close call, Sophia, did he say he regretted making that trip?
You know what, Monty? Actually, no, he doesn't actually regret making that trip. And he said that he has been hunting for over 40 years now. And he does believe that this was actually a sign from God to tell him that this should be his last trip.
If it wasn't a sign from God, I don't know whether his family would let him go again. All right,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sophia. Velasquez is now back home, but is still suffering, he tells us, from liver and kidney damage, as well as a broken finger. He also says he hurt his hip, his head, and his feet and his legs while he was out in the woods for 4 days.
Lucky man.
Want to see more stories like this? Watch Great Day weekday mornings from 5 to 10 and Fox 26 News at 10.